right, Margaret, this is Brian Sebastian. Movie reviews and more, iHeartRadio and all the other platforms around the world. All right, Margaret, tell us who you are and where you're coming from on the other side of the pond.
The other side of the pond. My name is Margaret Thorli. I'm coming from the UK, and we run a program for single parents, and particularly we specialize in for single fathers at the moment. Our organization is H&R Training Professionals, and we've been going for the last 11 years. Actually, this month made me been in business for 11 years.
How exciting is that? And it's for a good cause too, isn't it?
It's very exciting because I actually started the whole training due to I was facing redundancy back 2011. And the reason being also, I find that at the time, a lot of single fathers was not getting the help and the support that they needed. And they're not really recognized that much. So I was called at an organization to go and see a single father. When I got there, he was really upset. He didn't have gas, he didn't have electric. He just literally dropped his daughter to school, and he was worried how he was going to provide all those things. So when I got there, obviously, we kind of worked really hard and made sure that he had money for that day to make sure that he has all what he needed on that day. And that kind of kickstart me that I need to do something regarding about single fathers. So we currently just won a funding to run particularly for single father, and that is to empower them, inspire them to set up their own businesses and kind of look at any challenges that they're facing during and after the COVID-19 and how best we can support them.
That's wonderful. What's the process of that? Because it can't be easy, right?
It's not easy because most of the program we previously run is we focus a great deal on lone parents anyway. But over the years, we find out a lot of men kind of dropped down a lot, and there wasn't that much support. So when we got, after the COVID-19, I decided I wanted to do something. So first of all, I put in a father talk show, which specifically specialized on fathers, single fathers who's gone out there and did really well, setting up their own business at the same time doing school runs. And then after that, I thought, okay, that's good. So I then approached our London Council to see if we can secure funding, which we did. We secured funding to run specifically workshop for them, and the workshops were free. But however, kind enough, it took us 3 months to recruit, to get the men and the single fathers and the men to come on board, because first of all, the fear was, it was like, what? A program just for single fathers and men? So they kind of be fearful to register. So it took us quite a long time to get them on board and to believe this program is real and is free for them. So yes, that's where we are. We just completed one of the cohorts.
Would you say, is it mainly for outside of America, or could this be for pretty much anybody?
I would say for the Father Talk Show, it's pretty much for everybody, but for this specific workshop, it's for the UK only, and it's also very much into local boroughs. So we are based in Enfield, for example, and Haringey, so we can only run the workshop for those specific 2 boroughs. So yes.
What's the number one fear that Black men have in general for that, or even single men who have 1 child or 2 children? What's the fear that they most experience from this?
Most of the 2 fear is that, one, they feel they're not doing a very good job as single fathers. That was one of the major fear that we came across. The other one, which is one of the major challenges that they face every day, is the financial side of it. That was another huge one. And the next one, through the COVID-19, what we came across is the mental health side of it. You know, the feeling isolation, feeling depressed, feeling they don't have anybody there to give them the support. But this one was very right across the border, not just only for single fathers, but also just men trying to cope with their everyday life.
What do you hope people that don't know about this organization, what do you really want them to know about it, and why is it helpful?
Right. The reason we want a lot of out there to know about it, people to know about it, is that it's unique in one sense. We specifically just focus in supporting the men to say to them, there is help out there. Okay, whether it's in the UK, whether it's abroad, whether it's in America, there is help out there, and don't be afraid to ask for help. That was one of the big things that we came across, specifically during the COVID-19. A lot of the men we were working with, they weren't asking for help. They weren't asking for help. So we find that we wanted to change that narrative to say, actually, there is help out there, and don't be afraid. So
And
that was one of it.
and with that, give the social media links and phone number if you want, how people can reach out.
Right, how people can reach us out, you can go to our website, Let's Change Your Life with Margaret Thorli. On that one, we have loads of information, the Father Talk Show, the up and coming business events for fathers, and we are running a page looking for donations as well, so we can carry on running the workshops that we're doing, because securing funding is getting more and more difficult at all times. So it's getting a lot difficult on that. So we've got that. If not, you can also reach us at info@margaretthorli.com.
And one last question, because this is movie reviews and more. If you have a favorite movie or a favorite piece of music that you like, what is it and why?
Oh, I
Oh,
like Teddy.
I made you think. Yeah.
It's been a years. It's been a while. I kind of like a lot of worship songs. Like CC Weiner. I like her music, the worship song, and outside that, I like Teddy Pendergrass. I really love that music. Turn off the lights. Uh-huh. And so that's kind of music I really love listening to.
And do you have a movie?
Do I have a movie? Uh, God, I haven't been to a movie for a long time. So it's been a long time. Waiting to Exhale, that's a long time ago. So
Yeah,
what that,
but it's still relevant and it goes back to what you're doing, doesn't it?
yes, it does. It does. So yeah, so Waiting to Exhale, that's one of my favorite movie.
And one last time, give the social media links again. You can never give them too many times.
That's true. You can reach us at Let's Change Your Life with Margaret Thorli, or info@margaretthorli.com.
All right, Margaret, I want to thank you for this. This is actually quite interesting. I like that. I got to have you on our live show. So
Hmm.
again, like I always say this, for you, have a better night tonight. For me, have a better day tomorrow. And if you see someone without a smile like yours, please give them one of yours, as you know, because all those men and all those women and children need it, right?
Yes, they do. They definitely need the help and support.
And with that, I'm Brian Sebastian, and we will see you next time.